Hi everyone, welcome to the EMI Teaching Assistant Orientation. My name is Chen Gao, currently serving as the head of the Professional Development Division in the Office of Bilingual Education Initiative, and also serve as an associate professor in NTUST's Graduate Institute of Biomedical Engineering.
And I am Obi, your friendly guy from the office.
Today's video will walk you through the introduction of the Office of Bilingual Education Initiative,
EMI Teaching Assistant.
the EMI TA training and reward regulation,
Experience sharing by award-winning EMI TAs.
the session recognized for this semester, and we will wrap up with a TA quiz. Are you ready? Let's get started. Before we begin, please take out your phone and add the official LINE account of the Office of Bilingual Education. In this way, you can stay updated with the EMI-related information and receive the latest news from the office.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We post updates and highlights regularly, plus a bi-monthly newsletter to keep you in the loop.
Next, we will first introduce the Office of Bilingual Education Initiative. Office of Bilingual Education Initiative, short for OBEI, is located on the 10th floor of the IA building. The main tasks including drafting bilingual teaching policy, organizing various bilingual teaching activities, and also training an EMI teacher and teaching assistants. As you can see, each section of our logo represents a division in the office, including Student Learning Division, Professional Development Division, EMI Research Division, and Inter-School Collaborative Division. If you are interested, you can visit the office website for more information. Just search the Office of Bilingual Education Initiative on Google and you will find us.
Next up, let me walk us through the EMI activities we host every semester. We have two main activities, EMI TA training sessions and EMI-related lectures. EMI TA training session is designed for EMI TAs at NTUST, but any student interested in EMI is welcome to join as well. So come and learn how to become an excellent TA. EMI-related lectures is designed for teachers to share their teaching experience and improve their skills. But students are welcome to listen as well. We promise you'll get a lot out of it. Although these two activities target different audience and have different content, everyone is welcome to participate based on your interests and needs. So what exactly is an EMI TA? Don't worry if you feel a little unsure. Chief Gao will start from the very basic.
First, to become an EMI teaching assistant, you need to understand what EMI is. EMI stands for English as Medium of Instruction, which refers to using English as a medium of instruction in educational institutions in non-English speaking countries. As an EMI TA, it's very important to understand your duties and roles. The primary role of EMI TA is to assistant professor or lecturer in EMI courses, ensure the class runs smoothly. Additionally, TA need to help the students to understanding the course content, especially with the weaker English skill, ensuring they can keep up with the lessons. So what are the responsibilities of an EMI teaching assistant? As you can see, the work including pre-class preparation, in-class support, and after-class tutoring and language assistance. The tasks will be adjusted according to the needs of each professor.
Now let's take a look at the key skills an EMI TA needs. First, communication skills is a must. because a classroom may include local and international students, and you will need to help everyone interact smoothly. Second, intercultural sensitivity helps you understand students from different backgrounds, such as language, culture, or educational systems, and you will provide support when they face difficulties in class. Next, understanding of learning and teaching theories. It helps you see how students absorb knowledge and helps teacher in designing assessment and teaching strategies. Finally, facilitation abilities helps you lead group discussion, resolve conflicts, and make sure every group reach its goal in every class. If you haven't mastered these skills yet, fear not. Our training will guide you step by step so you can confidently take on the TA role.
Some of you may be wondering, why should I become an EMI teaching assistant? Here are a few compelling reasons. First, it enhances your resume. Serving as an EMI TA will be a highlight on your resume, especially if you are looking for opportunities in English education or international education in the future. Make it a valuable experience.
Second, it expands your international perspective and network. By interacting with students and teachers from different countries, you not only improve your English but also gain an international perspective and network, which is valuable for studying or working abroad or applying to graduate programs.
Lastly, it will allow you to explore a teaching career. If you are interested in teaching, this is a great opportunity for you to start with. You will gain valuable highlight insight into the course's design, classroom management, and the student support, which will be a priceless experience for those planning to pursue a career in education.
Next, we are honored to have Vina Agriawan, an award-winning EMI TA from last semester, to share her hands-on experience.
Hello everyone, welcome to EMI Teaching Assistant Orientation. My name is Vina Natania Angriawan, and I'm currently a second-year master student from the Graduate Institute of Applied Science and Technology, NTUST. My teaching assistant experience served as EMI graduate program classes, and last year I served for the Sustainable Green Chemistry and the spring semester for the Green Chemistry for Pollution Control, and now currently for the Sustainable Green Chemistry as my third experience. Do you know what EMI is? You probably have heard the EMI term before, right? So EMI stands for English as a Medium of Instruction. Now, I believe that EMI class is quite different from simply learning English. In EMI, students are not just practicing grammar and also vocabulary in English, but they are using English as a tool to express the technical knowledge, critical thinking, and also practice the problem solving in the class. In our graduate program classes, students are evaluated not only through final exam, midterm exam, assignments, but also through active class participation and also solo presentation. When other people ask what is your role as a TA? The easiest answer is a TA acts as the bridge between the professor and the student. But at the same time, being a TA is also mean that you need to meeting the expectation from the teacher, the department, or even the school. And every class is different, so the responsibility of a TA is also vary. For example, some of you might need to teach some class in some certain period of class, but some of you don't really need to teach anything. So here I will explain my case. My TA responsibility don't involve direct teaching. Instead, I focus on assisting the class lecturer who was teaching remotely from another country throughout the semester. First, as a TA, I help to proofread all the lecture materials, and it can ensure that both professor and also student are on the same page to avoid any confusion during the class. And moreover, I also track the assignment and also organizing all the lecture content on Moodle system. And I keep all the course content organized and easy for students to access it on Moodle or even on the line group. Second, I am responsible for managing the online or also offline classes. For online classes, I'm using the WebEx Premium account that provided by NTUST. And inside that account, there's so many features that you can use inside the online classes. For offline classes, I need to monitor the student participation and encourage everyone to participate during the class. Other than that, I will manage the administrative work that professor needed during the class, and also whenever prof need my assistant, so I can ensure that both professor and also student can have very smooth and effective learning process. And lastly, the third point is I assist for the grading exam. However, the final grading decision are still professor decision, and this is always be reviewed and confirmed by the professor to maintain all the fairness and also the academic standard inside the class. So far, does it sound complicated? I don't think so, right? Because I'm here to show you some tips to make your TA journey more smoother. Work management. First, communication with professor. Staying on the same page with professor is crucial, and that starts with early preparation of the class materials. You can discuss everything with professor to avoid the misunderstanding. The more you communicate and plan ahead before the class, the smoother everything will go. Ensure that you are on the right track throughout the course. As TA, we don't have to work exactly the same way with other people. Each of us can use our own style when it comes to teaching, communication, time management, and also interaction with students. During your job, you can develop how you teach each other, and you can develop your own teaching style instead of only copying your professor or other TA style. Second, you can make working hours to ensure that you have a work-life balance between school, lab, and also your TA work. Other than that, you can also think about how to manage your TA work outside the working hours. For communication style, you can choose either going formal or casual. And also, there is nothing wrong to going casual with other students. So for sure, being a TA will improve all skill in your life and also improve your skill on problem solving and also time management. Lastly, when things got complicated, just take a deep breath because you are doing great. As a TA, you are also learning together with your student. Maybe this is not your first time being a TA, but maybe some of you, this is your first time being a TA or second time or third time like me. You can do better and better every day. Problem solving. First, see how students respond in class. Observe how students react during lecture or discussion. Some students may actively answer the question, while others may stay quiet. But silence doesn't always mean that they understand. Some students struggle without showing it. That's why paying attention to their response or their expression, participation, or even hesitation is the key to understand them better. 2 is to identify where students struggle in the class. Once you notice that the students are responding differently with each other, the next step is to identify where they are having difficulties in the class. It could be with certain concept or assignment or even adjusting to the pace of the class. By recognizing this challenge early, we can step in as a TA to support them before they fall behind. Third is listen to their feedback. Getting feedback from students is really important. It gives us real insight into how they experience the class. And sometimes students are hesitated to speak up to the professor, but they might be more open when sharing and talking to the TA. That's why we need to listen carefully to them and also take their concerns seriously. When students feel heard, we hope that they become more engaged into the learning process. Fourth, help students engage with the class. Engagement is not only about answering the question, but also making students feel comfortable participating and also contributing in the class. As TA, we can encourage every student in the discussion or maybe create small group interaction. And lastly, As TA, you can also simply check with the student who seem left out in the class. Then, we hope that everyone in the class will be more motivated to learn and also to contribute actively. Student interaction. We often get repeated questions from students, even about the things that we already mentioned many times. Instead of getting frustrated, we can use this as a chance to improve our communication. When students send personal message to you, you can also centralize all the important information in the Moodle system or in the line group. It's both okay. So it can save you some time and make your work is less complicated and also be effective. You can make the instruction in simple sentences, and maybe you can also use bullet points and step-by-step guidelines. From my experience as a TA, I had the opportunity to meet classmates from different departments with a variety of research background. We often discuss our research or exchange our academic insight and talk about the challenges that we face in our research. Through this conversation, I saw the opportunity for us to grow as researchers and also grow as students through some of networking and also collaboration. So here's how I try to support both student and also professor by applying these 3 points. First, be consistent. I keep track of lecture material, deadline, assignment, and everything, and also make sure that everything is clear on the announcement. Second, be present. I attend every class session and listen actively. This let me understand both professor teaching style and also the challenges that the student face. It helped me understand both perspectives as a student and also as a TA. Lastly is be responsive. I answer student questions online or on email as soon as possible on my working hour and also sometimes outside the working hour. By being consistent, present, and responsive, I learn to be a better TA every single day. I'm thankful for this opportunity and looking forward to many more experiences as a TA. That's all for today's session. I'm Fina. Thank you for listening.
If you're curious for more, head over to our YouTube channel to watch the interview with our excellent and outstanding EMI TAs from the previous semesters.
After introducing you the EMI TA role, let's move to the main focus of this orientation, the EMI TA training and reward regulation. The regulations are designed to encourage more students to actively participate as EMI TAs. The full detail can be found on the office website, but here are a few key points I want you to listen. First, the course you serve as a TA must be an EMI courses to qualify as an EMI teaching assistant. You can find this information from our school's website. And second, all the EMI TA must attend the EMI TA orientation hosted by the office each semester, which is this one. To make it convenient for students, simply watch this video, complete the TA quiz, and get your participation certificate.
If you want to apply for EMI TA certification, it's super easy. Just get your participation certificate from the orientation and attend 2 EMI TA training sessions. Once you have done that, you can fill out this semester application in a Google form. The form will be posted on our office website, so be sure to check it out.
Once you are certified, you can apply for the Outstanding and Excellent TA selection. The selection is held every semester, with the application deadline before the end of the semester. The specific date will be announced by the office. The award amount are 3,600 NTD for excellent TAs and 6,000 New Taiwan dollar for outstanding TAs. Quite a lot, right? The application document can be downloaded from the office website. Once the application period is announced, you can start applying. Here is a detailed application process chart. Feel free to pause the video and take a snapshot. Remember, participating in the selection is a great opportunity to enhance your competitiveness, so don't miss out.
Please note, if you have previously obtained EMI TA certification, you only need to attend one EMI lectures to qualify for this semester TA selection.
Next, we will introduce the EMI-related lecture and EMI TA training sessions hosted by the Office of Bilingual Education Initiative for this semester.
Here are the EMI TA training sessions for this semester. Remember, students who haven't been certified yet need to complete the TA quiz and attend 2 sessions to be certified this semester. But you are encouraged to attend more. Here are the EMI-related lectures for this semester. As a reminder, students who were certified previous semester only need to attend one lecture to be qualified for this semester TA selection.
Also, if you obtain the EMI certificate from the EMI Teaching and Learning Center, you can use it to get certified. Lastly, we will conduct a TA quiz, and only TAs who score full marks will receive participation certificate. But the good news, you can restart it again if you fail. Thank you for watching the EMI Teaching Assistant Orientation video. See you in next semester. Bye.
Bye!